welcome to my channel. Today let's paint with coffee. The one thing that I really loved about this project was just how minimal it was. If you guys are following along, all you really need is a piece of watercolor paper, some instant coffee, some water, a container where you can mix the two, and a couple sizes of paintbrushes. At the moment, I'm creating a swatch just to see how intense the colors can be using simply coffee. I tried a couple different techniques like using salt. But first, oh my god, such a treat to work with coffee. This technique I use with watercolors and I was so happy that it worked out with coffee as well. Essentially, I put a thin layer of coffee, let it dry out for a minute and then sprinkled some salt on it. And there you go, a beautiful organic texture. Here, I'm using masking tape to secure my sheet of paper to the table. Now this is really helpful because for this painting, I know I'll be using a lot more water. So using masking tape would prevent warping. I use my pencil to make a quick sketch. I'm using this really fat fluffy brush to give the first wash of coffee. This was the first time that I was painting with coffee, so I decided to keep things really simple by selecting a basic monochromatic watercolor painting. I found this on Pinterest and I'll link it below. After doing the first wash, I'm using a bit of tissue paper to lift some of that color off the paper and give those highlight kind of effects, and I use that for the water as well as for the clouds. And here I am sprinkling some salt onto the sky portion, giving it some more depth. Just waiting for the paint to dry. As I started this project of mine, I realized the best way to get deeper pigments using coffee is simply to layer one on top of the other. So although this was a time-consuming process, I had to keep going in and adding layers once the previous one had dried up. So at this moment, I'm just dropping some coffee droplets onto a wet sky. And as you can see, that's creating a bit of a texture that I'm refining using the paper towel. Using a slightly thinner brush, I'm going ahead and adding the very first layer of my mountains. So when you're painting landscape, you realize that the stuff that's furthest in the back is usually the lightest, and that's how I'm working about it. So now that we have the first layer of the mountains, I waited for it to dry, and now I'm gonna add the second layer. I'm just gonna go over the pencil lines, just layer it as if I was doing a monochromatic watercolor painting. I'm just building the painting up from lighter to darker shades. And I feel like the paint becomes a bit sticky if there's less water and more coffee, but then of course it's coffee, so what else can we expect? Moving on to the third layer of the mountains, I felt like the painting was really getting some more definition and the pigment kept getting deeper as I added layer on layer. And my final layer was just adding in the trees and the plants, and at this point I felt like the paint was getting a little more dense and sticky, I would say. I had to be extremely patient to wait for the paint to dry between each layer, as that was the only way to get the color to be dark enough. And then painting on some clouds, apart from the fact that I had to wait between each layer and the fact that the coffee actually became really sticky, I would rate this entire coffee painting project an 8 out of 10. I was pleasantly surprised by how beautiful and rich the colors looked, and I also loved the fact that the painting smelled so damn good. The one thing that I do love about this project was that you don't need too many things to get started. So if you're somebody who's just beginning to get back into creativity and wants to explore and experiment, try using coffee to create art. It's such a fun activity. So that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make art with coffee. Do let me know if you tried out in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I do lots of fun artsy stuff, and I'll see you guys really soon. I take out videos every other week. Bye!